Okay, hello everyone. How are you today? So this is the 28th of July and this is on Wednesday. I hope you're having a great day today also. Looks like a couple of markets are trending right now, active. So let's check some charts and see what's happening in the markets. I am actually on the trade on the pound AUD right now. I'm buying it. I bought it since yesterday and still holding it. So we'll check that pair too. So let me squeeze my face and let's get started. So before starting here, just a quick disclaimer. This information today is basically based on my own experience and understanding. So when you take trades, please do at your own risk. And if you can follow the guidelines and rules on this live stream, that will be great. So let me quickly say hi to everyone. Batshit, Oscar, and Ryan, Asif, and Sarosh, Muhammad, Mirajul, and Gabriel. Yeah, Gabby, sorry. Thank you for joining. Kishore and Anthony, great to see you too. Okay, so let's see what's happening right now. So every time I see charts, I screen the pairs daily chart and a forward chart. So in that sense, let me look at the charts on the market based on the daily chart first. So the trending pairs, lots of trending pairs and lots of stable trending pairs. So let's see. Euro pound just broke the support. So this is about to break the support since 14th July. So this, I think this one is also a nice one to watch. I will look at it deeply on the lower time frames. And also, let's see, Euro Swiss franc is also interesting to look at today. So I will check this one too on the lower time frames. And then let's see, USD JPY looks to be flat right now. USD Swiss franc also flat. USD CAD is also in a range market. Let me pick up the one that are trending as per daily chart. So pound AUD has been strongly bullish. I'm actually buying this one right now. So this is, I will talk about the lower time frames on this one too. Pound AUD. And let's see. AUD USD is bearish, but still it's been below the Tenkan-sen bearish. But since Kijun-sen flat, it might reverse backwards to the Kijun-sen. So that's, I won't take a look at this one. Let's see. Oh, AUD CAD is about to break the support too. 0.9217 about to break. So let's cover this one too. So let's see. Oh, and AUD Swiss franc broke the previous support also just now. 0.6717, it just broke the support. So let's see if it becomes continuous or not in the middle time frames. CAD JPY flat, CAD Swiss franc flat, Swiss franc JPY is also flat. So yeah, and let me check quickly gold. Okay, so gold has been ranging still in the daily chart. The Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat, Chikou span too close on the daily chart. So I don't look at the lower time frames on this one today. And WTI also a bit ranging right now. It looks like it lost the uptrend confirmation. Still, the market has been supported by the trend line. So this is still bullish to me. But at the moment, for the last 4 days, it's been ranging, so not a good one to look at today. So coming back to Forex pairs, let's check some pairs now. All right, thank you for joining everyone. Great to see you here. And sorry what happened yesterday on the live stream was a bit too unstable. So hopefully you enjoyed the video on pound AUD. All right, Mr. Fernandez, Wong, Elias, and yeah, Anthony as well. Thank you for joining, Son. Blend, Good to see you, James, as well. Thank you for joining. Great to see you. So let's see which one to look at the first. Okay, so Roche says K-san in Euro Pound is in the Kumo in the daily chart small. So Euro Pound, yeah, the daily chart Kumo is a bit too small, but it's about to break the support, and that's why I wanted to look at the lower time frames. But yeah, in a daily chart basis, this is flat. But this is, I would say, bearish. So I want to see if there's a potential breakout of the support or not. So let's start talk about this one, Euro Pound. So I will look at the forward chart. And if you see forward chart on Euro Pound, this is bearish. So I will just turn this to orange because it's down in the forward chart. And in the forward chart, the Senko span A is down and Kijun Sen down also, and Chikou span below. So there is a potential breakout of the support level. Yeah. And since the market was resisted by this Tenkan Sen, it has been below the Tenkan Sen for the last 7 bars. So it might be retracing backwards to Tenkan Sen, but as long as Kumo down and Kijun Sen down, this is bearish. So still continuously bearish trend and might break the support. It could happen today or sometime this week. So let me check the 1 hour chart too. As I see 1 hour chart, this is now flat ranging, still bearish but kind of flat. So this is kind of the P wave, descending P wave, where the supports are at the same level, around precisely at around 0.8501 level, the supports, but the highs are getting lower now. You see highs are lower, sorry. The high is lower in this case. And if you see the most recent highs, these are also lower too. So this is descending P wave structure. And there are more sellers than buyers in the market in this condition. So, yeah, so I expect the market breaks the P wave downwards this way. But if it breaks the P wave upwards in this direction, still, this is downtrending and it might be resisted by this bigger P wave. Oops, sorry, I think I went to some other chart. So yeah, the P wave, there are 2 P waves technically, and I expect the market breaks with either P wave. If the P wave breakout on this small P wave happens, then it will be happen most likely today. But if it doesn't happen, if it's going to be still going up this way, then we might see some more range market and bearish, and this might happen sometime this week. And with that in mind, I look for the sell chance. And even if I sell right now, and if it's going to be supported and retraces backwards, then simply I exit soon. But I think it's still worth to try. So let me go down to 30-minute time frame. In 30-minute time frame also, this is bearish, but still a bit ranging. So we have to wait until the Kumo Kijun Sen down, ideally to look for the sell chance. Or you can just take this P wave as confirmation and look for the sell chance even in lower time frames. So let me go down to the 5-minute chart. In 5-minute chart, if I just purely look at the price action, as you can see, this is a descending P wave structure, and there are wicks pointing upwards over here and here twice. So I can see that this is still bearish. So after the market touches here, it might also make the wick and with this bearish candlestick, or the next candlestick should be bearish. In this case, this is going to be the the bearish sign, the potential retracement signal, and you can look for the sell chance when it happens here. Right now, it's gone up to the descending trend line, but if you see the potential retracement, that will be a nice time to sell. If I just redo the line precisely, it will be like this way. So that's one thing that you can wait for. So yeah, and let's see. So I will come back to this chart sometime later until this live stream ends and see how it plays out. In the meantime, let me cover the pound AUD. So the pound AUD, I have been putting analysis on TradingView for the last 3 days, and it's bullish still. This is a stable bullish trend. The Kumo's up, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen both upwards, and a Chikou span above the candles on the daily chart. And as I mentioned for the last 2 days, the target is going to be on 1.8986 level. So I'm actually still holding the buy right now, and I have running pips of about like 80 pips so far. So if you look at the forward chart, this is also bullish. Sorry about these too many lines. Let me delete these unnecessary lines to make it a bit clear. So now this is the target. The market broke the previous resistance level at 1.8753, and also there was a previous resistance level too, 1.8872, and still it keeps going up. So here is 1 hour chart. In 1 hour chart, now Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, and Tenkan Sen flat too, so it might retrace back to Tenkan Sen. And yeah, and if you look at the 30-minute chart, this is still bullish. Yeah, the Kumo Senko span is up, Kijun Sen is also upwards, and Chikou span above the candles. So I do see that there is a still bullishness in this case. I would still be looking for the buy chance on this one. I think this is the best pair so far today to look for the buy chance. In terms of strengths on each currency, let me go to the strengths chart. And today, in terms of the pound AUD, let's see, the AUD is getting weaker, and pound is kind of sideways. So if I just pick the pound and AUD, the pair strengths chart looks like this. So green one is pound and AUD is down. So this pound AUD is bullish today due to the weak AUD. Because pound has been a sideways, but AUD is going bearish, and that's making the pound AUD as a pair to go bullish. So yeah, so as long as we see bearishness on AUD today, the market should be trending up still continuously. So yeah, and let me look at the lower time frame, 5-minute chart on this pair. So in the 5-minute chart, gradually it's moving up. So gradually this is in the N wave, or it was actually the ascending P wave also. I was seeing the ascending P wave structure, and it broke upwards a couple of times, but still kind of struggling for bullishness. But I still think that this is bullish, and expecting the market breaks the resistance zone between 1.8917 and also 1.8923 levels. I still expect the market breaks that range upwards in this direction. If I can extend the trend line, it will actually be supported in this one too. So yeah, even the market retraces backwards, I think this is still within the P wave, ascending P wave, and continuously moves up this way. So I do see that there are more buyers and sellers in the market, so buy will be a right call in this one. So yeah, let me show you the my trade on this particular pair on the MT5. Hold on. So yeah, here is the MT5, and I bought the position over here at so I bought it yesterday at 1.8814 level. I bought it yesterday, and I actually placed two positions. Usually I place two positions at the same level when I buy or sell, and I trail these two positions on different time frames or different timings. I trail the profit. So after I take a buy here, the market went up initially and gradually retraced backwards. So one of my positions took the profit here somewhere, 20 some pips I took the profit, but other one still kept it the break-even line. And I just kept the break-even line last night, and today still has been bullish trend, so there's no reason to exit yet. So this is actually my philosophy, is that as long as the market goes, I trail the profits. So technically, I see that the target is at in this example, the target is at 1.8986, and what I mean by target is that if the market reaches that level, since there is a previous resistances, the market can retrace backwards. And if I see the market retraces backwards from there, then I will exit. I will look for an exit timing. And that's what I mean by target. But I don't usually set the take profit level, because we never know. Sometimes the market breaks the resistance level and just keeps going up in this direction. And in that case, there is no reason to exit here at this point. But at the same time, before the market reaches to the resistance level or the target, the market can reverse backwards heavily and retraces backwards. In that case, I will look for the exit timing if it happens. So actually that's my way to take profit, but as long as it goes, I trail the profits along the way. So yeah, coming back to this pound AUD, this is still bullish, and there is no reason to exit yet. So my stop loss right now, so this in terms of the pips here running, hold on. So if I just go to the 5-minute chart, my stop loss right now is here at precisely at over here 1.8884 level is my stop. So if the market reverses backwards here, then this is going to be my profit. So this is 70 pips of stop loss. But now I see the potential bullishness. So if I see the breakout of the previous resistance level, then I will trail also. I will drag the stop to a bit higher up, like I see the previous supports here. So I will be moving the stop to here. And yeah, I will fix the profit of 78 pips. But now still I don't do it because there is no breakouts yet. Still the market has been resisted and struggling. So to be safer, I will just keep my stop here in this condition. But that's basically how I trail the profits along the way. So coming back to the topic here, this is still ascending P wave also, and in this condition there's no reason for me to exit. So most likely this one I keep holding the position at the stop losses here and keep trading the profit, and I expect the market breaks upwards in the long term. So when it does, then I will drag this stop to slightly below the 5-minute chart supports, and then continue to trail the profits along the way. So, and also the higher time frames are uptrending now. As I showed it to you previously, on the daily chart is strongly bullish, and there is no reason to exit yet. If the market reverses backwards, then simply I fix a profit, and that will be my profit on this particular trade. Okay, let's see. Regarding the pound AUD, Pritam says, in case of pound AUD, did you place your buy trade 2 days back as you told you gained 80 pips? Yes, I have. And still holding one of the positions along the way. Okay, and Pritam also says, I wanted to know whether you place a trade and take profit after minimum 2 or 3 or 4 days, unlike trading from morning to evening and take profit on the same day. So yeah, it depends on how stable the market becomes. So if the market reverses backwards soon after I take a buy, then I will exit soon. And if it reverses backwards within a day, or before I go to bed, then I will fix the profit. But if it just goes up and up in this direction, I keep trading the profits. So yeah, basically that's my strategy. So yeah, I don't always close the positions before I go to sleep or over the weekends. Okay, so that's actually was my trade on pound AUD today, still holding it. So yeah, let me quickly look at some other pairs now. Okay, let me cover some comments now here. Let's see. Neil says, what do you think about the AUD USD? All right, AUD USD has been ranging as a screen chart before. Yeah, it's a bit ranging now. So we have to wait for the breakout of the support level at 0.7289. Or you can look at the forward chart and wait until the market still goes down a bit more, and the Kumo should be developing more bearish, because this is too tiny Kumo, so and Kumo has been flat right now. So we have to wait until the Kumo becomes bearish as the market goes down, and Chikou span should go away from the candles a bit more, and Kijun Sen go down too, and then look for the sell. But technically, this is not a good timing to sell yet. I think that this is a bit weak bearish market. So Ichimoku is very, very powerful, because at a glance, as the name suggests, you know whether the market is ranging, trending, and plus you know whether the market is strongly bullish or weakly bullish or bearish. So in this case, I see the market is a bit weak bearishness, so the market might turn upwards anytime soon. So better to look for other stabler trending pairs or markets to be in. Okay, James says, could you take a look at the pound JPY? So let's see, pound JPY has been also ranging right now. Let me check the daily chart. So the daily chart is going backwards to the Kumo now. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. So it's been retracing back to now the Senko span B level now. And let me break it down to the forward chart. So in the forward chart, this is bullish. I can see the Kumo's up, and Kijun Sen also up, Tenkan Sen up as well, and Chikou span above the candles. and the initial target is going to be at 153.50. So we have a room to trade about 80 pips, 84 pips in the room, so that's good. We can continuously look for the buy chance. But here I do see the bullishness in the market, but I can kind of see that this is a bit in a weak bullishness, because in the forward chart for the last 8 hours or for the last 6 hours has been a bit ranging now. Let me look at the 1 hour chart. So here it's 1 hour chart, and yes, I still do see the bullishness. The market looks to be supported by the Tenkan-sen and continuously goes up this way. But once the market breaks the Tenkan-sen, then it could retrace all the way back to Kijun-sen. So you don't want to look for buy chance anymore if it happens. But to be safer, usually I wait for the breakout. I wait for two things. I wait for either the breakout at the previous resistance level, 152.89, and look for buy, or I wait for the Kijun-sen to point up and look for buy before the breakout happens. Sometimes the market goes into the P wave, and that will make the Kijun-sen point up in the 1 hour chart, and then look for the buy chance. I think these two scenarios are possible in this particular situation. Okay, thank you for joining, everyone. Great to see you, as always. I hope you're having a great Wednesday today. Oh yeah, Truth, No Power, and Neil, and let's see. Yeah, about the Fed meeting. Yeah, there will be a Fed meeting, so be careful on that one. There will be FOMC. So the point is that before the FOMC happens, if you have no positions, then never trade, and always come back to the chart after the news. But if you are in the position on the USD pairs, then make sure that you have to set the break-even line, otherwise exit, and come back to the chart after the FOMC. So yeah, most likely the turnout is going to be 0.25. I think the rate is going to be the same, but we never know how market will be reacting by that outcome. If the rate will be different, then that must be a big surprise, and for sure it's going to impact the market. But most likely the rate 0.25 is going to be the same for the turnout, but we never know until the market releases and how market will be reacted. Sometimes the USD will be bought, but sometimes the USD will be sold. So there are actually lots and lots of papers or news that talk about the FOMC tonight, and it is a very big news, but we can't actually create expectations. So because until the news releases and how market will be reacted, we never know what's going to happen. So simply try to manage, try to control on the things you can control, and you should be fine in terms of the risk management and also the psychological management. But yeah, that's FOMC will be a big event for this week. Okay, About says how do you think about the UJ? So USDJPY is also ranging as per daily chart. This is still yet ranging now. The Kumo's too thin on the daily chart and Kijun Sen flat Chikou span touching. This is also in the P wave structure. It's been ranging, squeezing. And if I just quickly look at the forward chart, this is also range too. The Kumo flat and the Kijun Sen flat, the market has been going up and down. Chikou span also touching. So this is not a good timing to look for buy nor sell chance. This is a market to stay away. So the analysis should be simple. And if you look at the higher time frames, you have to be able to identify whether you want to be in the market or not. And the analysis should be simple but powerful. And based on Ichimoku, I do this every day. Alright, I keep getting many comments. Thank you for the comments, everyone, and participation and support as always. Alright, let's see. Kincaid says, hello Kay, regarding position size, your first target is at 50%. My position size on the pound AUD is the A lot sizing. I placed a lot size of 8, and I'm actually placing 2 positions. So total 16 lots is actually what I placed here. But one of these positions I already exited at 20 some pips, and this is my second position, still trading based on this daily chart. And it's about to break the P wave, so we'll see how it plays out. And on this particular trade, I'm risking 2% per trade. So 2% per trade, meaning that 2% to the stop loss. But after I move the stop loss to break even, then I don't risk anymore, because even the market goes backwards, the break even line, that will be, you don't lose anything. So until I set the break even line is the key. Alright, Anthony says, which 3 confirmations did you use for your pound AUD entry? So I used the band walking, and also engulfing candlestick, and also trendline bounce. And I've seen a couple of other confirmations too. I was seeing stochastics gold crossing in the 50-minute chart too. And yeah, I was actually seeing that there was a resistance breakout as well. So multiple confirmations led me to take that trade. But the important thing is to follow the major trend direction, because the probability for the market to be trending towards your direction will be higher than taking trades in the range market, like in this USDJPY. So even if you buy here now and the market goes up to the resistance, this is a bit too short. And since this is still ranging, there are buyers and sellers balancing out. So it's not really time efficient to trade. For the market to reach to the resistance level on this ranging market, it might take more time than trending market to hit the target. So yeah, time efficiency wise, you better trade every time on the trending markets and avoid on this ranging market, essentially speaking. Alright, thank you for joining everyone. Great to see you once again. So this is a live stream right now. It's not a recorded video, it's a live stream. So the markets are moving real time right now. Let's see. Okay, John says, Konnichiwa, how do you identify your entry and exit? Which type of orders do you execute? So if you're new to my channel, please look at the below description, and please look at this, please come to my website and click on free download and come to K's trading strategy. And in here I have a video on YouTube and also the free PDF that you can download, and this explains my overview of the way I take trades. So simply based on this strategy, I take trades. But sometimes I take trades within the range market, I retracing market, I take trades, but essentially I follow the trend direction. Let's say the market goes down and retraces backwards, and if the daily chart goes flat and the 1 hour chart goes up, then I follow the 1 hour chart uptrend and take trades too. But usually I follow the daily chart or the 4 hour chart trend directions. So yeah, please free download, it's free, and you can have my overview of my strategy here. So in terms of the exit and entries, I use 5 or 15 minute time frames. Okay, Zigzag says, hi Kay, do you mostly exit on retracements? Exiting is still tricky for me. Yeah, I would say exit is more difficult than entries. So when you think about the exit, yeah, I exit mostly on the retracement. When the market retraces backwards, then simply I exit. I look for an exit timing. Yes. So I don't place a target, I don't place the take profit level. And this was actually also based on my experience too, was that I place a target, and at the resistance level, let's say, on the previous resistance level on the daily chart, weekly chart, or I've tried the pivot points for the targets. Yeah, sometimes the market hits that level and retraces, but sometimes it keeps going up on the direction. And when it keeps going up, the breakout becomes very strong because it's a breakout of the daily chart or the weekly resistance levels. So when it breaks out, the market just keeps going up and up. So that's why I came to an idea of not placing the take profit level at these resistances or supports when it's gone bearish, but simply go with the flow of the market, and whenever it retraces, simply I exit, or simply I trail the profits by the stops, and if the market hits a stop, then simply that will be my exit timing. So simply that is my take profit mindset. So I would say that the exit timings are more difficult than entries because you have to be very precise on the retracement, and also psychologically it's more difficult. Yeah, so it's a bit more difficult than entries because you might regret if you exit there, and if you exit there and the market keeps going up afterwards, then you might regret by the fact that you exit there and you miss another uptrend. So yeah, I think psychologically exit is more difficult than entries. Okay, so let's see. Let me cover some other comments now. Okay, Dario says USDJPY was supported to be bullish in this week, and what happened in Monday and Tuesday, that's not even funny. Yeah, so this is a bit bearish now on the USDJPY. But overall is ranging still. Overall ranging on the forward chart and also the daily chart. Yeah, so in this particular case, we never know which way it goes, so simply stay away is my advice. In this kind of condition, I stay away and come back to the chart after the rate decision. Okay, let's see. John Mervyn says, how about Pound AUD? So Pound AUD is still bullish. This is still continuously bullish, so I think this is also still a nice one to look for the buy chance. So the next target is at 1.8986 level. And this is a blue one, the highest blue one. And this level was the previous resistances. So I am expecting the market growth continuously upwards to that levels. Yeah. All right, thank you for joining, everyone. Great to see you, as always. Peter says, I love Ichimoku, but it's difficult. Yeah, that was my initial impression too. When I first saw the Ichimoku 5 lines, I thought it's too complicated. So that's why I was using moving average and some other simple strategies. But after I read the original books and really got the depths of the Ichimoku, then now it becomes very powerful. And also mindset of Ichimoku is also very important too. I have posted the videos part 1 to 5 of Ichimoku, and in there the part 1 I introduced some of the concepts or philosophy about Ichimoku, Kinko-hyo. So if you haven't watched that yet, please watch. So like the concept of going with the flow and surrender to the market, trade as if you have no positions. Yeah, this very simple mindset is very, very powerful on Ichimoku too. You have to know the presence of the market. So we're here to know what has happened and what's happening right now, so that we can create a future scenario. And essentially, we're not here to predict the future. Technically, we can predict the future, but we have to do it in logical and objective manner. And once the market goes against the prediction, then you have to create another scenarios along the way. The market is changing over time, so you have to switch your mindset. If it goes wrong, then you have to switch your mindset and restart a process of the expectation. Raju, thank you for coming here in the first time. Glad to have you here. He says, I'm watching your live stream. You are saying Ichimoku able to anticipate the move in the short time frame. Yeah, so I say that as long as the Ichimoku shows trending direction, then we can follow that. And I do that based on the daily chart or the forward chart usually. Let's see. Yeah, Anthony, you're welcome. Dan says, do you maintain Euro Pound as downtrend? So yeah, Euro Pound is downtrending right now. So yeah, so once again, we'll come back to this chart. So at the beginning of the live stream, I said that this is descending P wave. The highs are lower on these two P waves, but the lows are the same level. So this is still downtrending. I can see that there are more sellers than buyers in the market. So expect the market to break the support. And Kumo's down, Kijun Sen down too, and Chikou span located below the candles, and this shows bearishness in the market. So yeah, I would say that this is still bearish in this condition. Okay, Anu says, how do you confirm the entry point? So entry point I confirm by 5 or 15 minute time frames, and I use stochastics and Bollinger Bands and a couple of other confirmations to capture the edge. So yeah, price action, I also use that one. Price action mainly I use it, and for supportive purposes I use Bollinger Band, stochastic and lines, Fibonacci bounces too. Okay, Kishore says, thank you Kay for analysis on Pound AUD on yesterday's video after the live stream was cancelled. I am also holding the buy trade like you at 1.8814 level, and I will keep holding it. Thanks. Oh, Kishore, that's good. Great. You keep holding the position as long as it goes is a key. Ambis says exit at 50% Fib level. I don't exit at the 50% Fibonacci level. I think that's too deep for the retracement. If you're talking about the 50% retracement per daily chart, that's too deep. So I exit when the market reverses and breaks the support. Well, in this technically, in this case, in this particular market, I will exit if the market reverses backwards and simply hit the stop loss here. And that's why I have my stop loss over here at 71 pips above the position. I keep my stop here and still trading the profits because I still see this is uptrending on higher time frames. This is in 5-minute chart, and in 5 it looks to be ranging right now, but as per daily chart and 1 hour chart, this is too bullish and there is no reason to fix a profit yet. But we never know, it might retrace backwards anytime soon, and when it does, simply I exit. And I placed my stop loss here simply because there were a couple of supports here, and also there was a wick low. There was a pin bar here, and that's why I have my stop loss here right now. So yeah, so we'll see. At the FOMC, this Pound AUD could be affected and it might be spiky. So if it shoots down, then I will just fix 71 pips of profit and continue to look for other opportunities until the end of July. Okay, let's see. Jamie says, what's your take on XAU USD? This is purely ranging. The gold has been purely ranging right now, so not to touch is my advice. On the daily chart, we have too many candles and wicks up and downwards, still ranging. Very, very tricky market for the last couple of days. So this is not really trending stably, and I stay away in this condition. Even if you look at the weekly chart, this is still too tricky. Weekly chart, Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, and the price is exactly into the Kumo now. So this is very tricky market. The market could go up or it could go down, and we don't know which way it's going. So simply I would stay away in this case. Okay, Gamer says, can you please suggest how to become a better, more trader from the beginner? How to learn experience? If you have the basic understanding of technical analysis, then the next thing you have to do is backtest your own strategy. Let's say you take the cross signals or like Kijun Senbans or Tenkan Senban strategies, then simply test yourself and at least backtest 100 trades. You have to have 100 trades of stats, and you get the mean in terms of a win rate and profit factor and drawdown per trade. And after you take 100 trades, then you know the area to improve and you know the area to keep as your strategy. And you can fine-tune your strategy and do another 100 trades. You can backtest, or you can use the Forex Tester to backtest, but you have to have the stats. You have to have decent stats, and then you actually look the stats and then finally put it into practice on the real moving market afterwards. So, and when you really practice on the real moving markets, I suggest everybody to have at least 1 month of trading stats. 1 month, maybe 30 trades or 50 trades you might have. So you have to review the 1 month performance. You can't review 1 day performance or weekly performance, is too small in terms of the sample numbers. So I suggest to have at least 1 month of performance and see how it plays out. Let's see, Shamal says, Dear Kay, what is the best and complete book that cover all Ichimoku scenes in English? And how I get it? Unfortunately, there is no direct translations of Ichimoku original books, because due to copyright, no one is allowed to translate. And in terms of the English books, you can search internet and you can have you will see lots and lots of Ichimoku books. But I also write the original book. If you can join the community, then you can download 3 books of mine. These are based on the original books, but these are based on my views and experience. These are not direct translations, but based on my experience, I wrote these books. So if you see join button on YouTube, that's where you can join, and you can have these 3 books as part. Oh, thank you, Melanie, for your comment also. Yes, as Melanie comments also, I have 3 books in Ichimoku community. And if you want to see more details, you can come to the website and see all the details there. Alright, thank you for joining everyone once again. Great to see you on this Wednesday before FOMC. Johnny says, Nifty 50 please. Alright, let me check the Nifty and see what's happening. It was bullish, but let's say, as per weekly chart, this is too bullish. The Kumo's up and Kijun Sen is up still. So there's a potential breakout at the resistance level and also round number of 16,000. Potentially, it breaks upwards. But now it's a bit ranging, so let me check the daily chart. Okay, in the daily chart, this is now ranging. Yeah, the market is at the Kijun-sen now. So if the market closes below Kijun-sen today, then it might come back to the Kumo. So yeah, we have to be careful. We have to wait until the market close on the daily chart above the Kijun-sen, and then on the next day, continue to look for a buy chance. Yeah, otherwise it might drop down to the Kumo. Yeah, and basically what I say here is a universal. You can apply this knowledge on any markets. So I'm just taking these, these multiple markets as example for today. Basically, the things I say is universal on any markets. Ambis says, hi Kei, do you keep your Ichimoku setting as a default? Yes, I do. Yeah, I use 91752 as default Ichimoku setting, yes. So, looks like it's about a time to end the live session. So I will be closing it in about 5 minutes or so. But until then, let me cover some other comments here. Does GGI showing upside now on a 5-minute chart as per Ichimoku? I don't use Ichimoku in 5-minute chart. It's too small time frame. So I suggest you to use Ichimoku 30-minute chart or 1-hour chart or above time frames. In 15-minute chart, 5-minute chart, or 1-minute chart has too many noises, too many spikes up and downwards, and as per Ichimoku calculations, it doesn't work really well. And Ichimoku works the best on the daily chart or the higher time frames. Frank says, Kei, can I use stochastic setting 30-10-10 in 15-minute time frame? Yes, you can. I use that in 15 or 5-minute time frames. Okay, let's see. Anuseras, you're welcome. You're welcome here. Georgie says, okay, I'm late. What's your view on pound CAD? Let's see. Pound CAD, I think it was ranging. Let me check again. Yeah, pound CAD on the daily chart is ranging, and today is retracing backwards. Yesterday was strongly bullish, but today is ranging, retracing. Let me see. In the forward chart, this is a bit ranging too, kind of sideways. The market has been retracing backwards to the Tenkan-sen. So, not a good time to buy. It might bounce by the Tenkan-sen, and if it happens from tomorrow or sometime on Friday or next week, you might be able to look for the buy chance, but not now. We never know how far the market retraces backwards in this condition. Yeah, so the power of speech will be there soon today in the US. So just be careful for the volatility on these USD pairs and also gold. Okay, James says, have you ever had success trades when trading within the cloud? No, I don't. I haven't. I never trade when the price is in the Kumo. Or to be more precise, I never trade, I never take the time frame of the market, where the market is in the Kumo. So like in this example, let's see, as per let's see if the market is into the Kumo on the daily chart, like this on the EURGBP, but let's say in the forward chart this is below Kumo. So in this case I take the forward chart to follow downtrend, but not the daily chart. Yeah, depending on which time frame you look at, the market is different. But we have to be very specific on which time frame you take by Ichimoku 5 lines. Okay, Anit says, okay, brother, any advice for small accounts? Even small accounts you can trade, but the one thing for sure is that you don't want to take the money from life. If you have to save money for trading specifically. I don't suggest anyone to use the money for living, to trade. Psychologically, it creates very big frustrations and emotional struggles, especially when you lose. Shamal and Manon, you're welcome. You're welcome, everyone. Ryan, you're welcome too. Hi, Golam, thank you for joining. Great to see you. Long time no see. It's nice to have someone coming back on this live stream. Okay, so I guess I will be ending the live stream for now. I do see many comments, but I have to go, sorry. So, but I hope you enjoyed my live stream today. So, yeah, just be careful for the FOMC tonight. If you have no positions, then don't take anything and just come back to the chart after the news. And tomorrow, we have also let's see, was yeah, GDP report in the US too. So tomorrow we have to be careful on this USD currency too. And Friday we have Euro. Hold on, it was we have a Euro news on the 30th Friday, so we have to be careful too. So, yep. But other than that, just follow the trend direction, and you get success in the long run. Oh, so I do the live streams or video sessions starting at 2 p.m. UTC time zone on my YouTube channel. Every day, I upload the video or the live stream. Today was a live stream, but if I have things to do at this time, then I will record a video beforehand and upload, so that you can enjoy both ways. So once again, thank you for coming here and stopping by on this live stream. I hope you have a great day today, and it looks like the number of COVID is still increasing gradually. So I hope yourself and family and friends all safe and healthy. So I will see you in the next one, and until then, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold, right? Bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you.